My huge quick turnarounds. We're back, lady love. So a few days ago, one of the days, we did Cumberland Farms I think twice in the week, and well, they don't seem to have two items that I really need. So I got a chair there. Let's check it out. Oh shit, somebody's window's open. I don't want to do that. I feel like the Midnight Rambler. But up there, there's the deer had more calves, more little babies. It was so cute. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, I seen it with the one deer, like one, it was kind of small. But then the other day, I seen another deer with like two that were even smaller. They're tiny. There's a lot on this stretch of road. So I don't know if they come out in the day, stuff like that. I never really see them in the day. I don't do too much going back and forth up this particular way. But if they're always here in the morning, and getting back to what it is, I guess, our points, and like some politicians, like they say, especially now. I mean, wow, it is huge. But I'm just saying, what a difference it makes. It's some of the stuff gets on your conscience or something like that, and because you get kind of frustrated, because no matter what you do, the next day they come right back at you with something, and it's hard to have any kind of credibility. It's just this thing, like you gotta be on your toes. It never ends. It's like it's like a hunting kind of game. It's just hunting one another. And they listen to the other, opposition. Oh, come on. They're not listening to each other. That's a give me. They have an army full of people listening to the opposition. And they counter. This is a war. That's a war. This is a war. And with the speech. Now, we're hearing about the speech and everything. But anyways. So, I get to the window. I have a 9 o'clock thing. And I listened to Lemon that morning. And yes, I gotta admit, this is frustrating. It's very frustrating. I'm looking for a way out. Looking for something else. I mean, there's gotta be something else. Talking to the Rasta guy. He's like, politics. And we're talking about other things. We got to the part. So I'm just a little bit rattled. I heard a little noise in the woods. Alright, we gotta be quiet here for a second. My lady love. We just gentlemen, ladies, calm down. Do calm down. We start the week off by that. We said, we did that video there, and I guess it was about, like being able to have a different point of view. And voila, I didn't know this, but it was probably last night. I mean, I did, unbelievably, I did do a spot check. I hardly ever watch. I'm never up that hour, never. Hardly ever watch Colbert or Kimmel, but I just happened to do a spot check that night. Because my fan busted that night, and it was kind of, what I come to realize, I kind of got used to the noise. It ain't like a noisy thing, but we have like a little animal here. Squirrel. Poor little squirrel. That's what it is. Politics is almost like, just being run over. And back when we did it back then, that's what we did. We just threw some peanuts there, different times. Like I said in the opener, people were just looking for that, like something just like bizarre or capturing moments around them. And the bands were nice. I mean, I like the way, Jerry didn't comment on my thing. I was going to say something funny. I like the song. Because I was sort of in bands, it wasn't nothing like that. Never. Never really played out like that, but it's the way when he's on the mic, he's like, people, let me tell you something. Don't let anybody ever put you down. Don't think that. Don't think that can happen. Or don't, that's, you can do it. All this stuff going on and all that kind of stuff. People, are you listening to me? All right. So I knock on the window, taking in all that negativity. I mean, it was a moment for me because he's there, he's talking to somebody, and like I said in the opener, I said, it could be something important and all that kind of stuff. And I said something. I said, all right, Spike Lee, because he just so happened to have those kind of glasses on and the hat and everything, and I was frustrated. I walked away. I end up like going down there the door. I know where I have to be. And he came up to me. He's like, "Oh, she's not in today." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Well, why? How come they didn't tell me? Why? Usually they tell you like beforehand. Oh yeah, we just gave you a message. I always have. I was like en route to go there, and the message must have happened. But anyway, I just shook his hand. I realized, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. But you see what happens with this, with all this stuff here. I mean, we're getting like a nasty kind of view of others, or we're doing things. We're agitated. We're tired. We're saying the wrong things sometimes. We think someone's always out to get us. There's an opposition. And then talking to the Rasta guy. He's just sitting there. The people, the women are beeping and everything. And I made a joke. I said, "Wow, you got it going on." He's like, "Yo, man, you're not gay or anything." I said, "No, I'm just saying." I remember when I was your age. I didn't have to do anything. I could just stand down, in front of the corner like that, and just, people just, or whatever. I didn't have to do much. You're styling. You got all this kind of stuff. He's going, "I like you, man. You do the YouTube." I'm like, yeah, I do the YouTube. And I had my name on there because I had to go do something. I thought he'd be there when I get back. But anyways, there's a different time and place. The youth, they got so much time in front of them. And one good thing, like, not following this politics. And what I realized was, I realized a lot. But I'm like, how do you bail out? I was bailing out. I know I did a lot of ridiculous stuff on here. And now I kind of like know how it is. You listen to Kiana West. Kiana. Hope it's Kiana. It was all in a nutshell, what he said. He said, why must we live in the past? Why? Why is this? Why are we just like repeating? I don't know how he said it, but there was just things in there he said. Towards the end, Jimmy got with one thing, but I think he stopped there. I think he knew enough. It wasn't like, something that he really wanted to get involved in. But, Kim will ask him a question about a certain thing, about the cages and all that kind of stuff. He seemed to get emotional a little bit, and then, Kimmel said, let's take a break. When they came back from the break, there was no further up questions on it. But like I said, in this video, it's like this counter and stuff. Like, people just want to look good. Like imagery, like the image. Like it didn't happen. You waste your time. You waste your time by saying, oh, didn't it happen with the other guy? Didn't he like the poor people? You waste your time. They have their goal in mind. They have their agenda, and that's just going to how it has to be. Who knows what's going to happen right now? But I'm saying, what's the worst thing that's going on here is like dividing one another. Because you can't talk. If you have a different opinion, imagine how young. All right, let's talk about the children. What if somebody? We're like the whole unity and liberal kind of thing is always supposed to be about, people being different. Maybe have something, that's different from others, whatever it is. You know, maybe something impedes them from doing certain things and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. Oh, is that the same squirrel? But if someone like just happened to speak up and say, "Look, I think this way," and like, oh, okay, well, we'll have a talk with your parents and stuff like that about that, and here, we're gonna give you a little bit of this stuff here, prescribe this here, take this. All right, we'll see you tonight.